Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here again. This weekend I'm at the Funny Bone Comedy Club. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. You can catch this comic. His name is Mike Vecchione. How are you doing, bud?
Good, thanks, Dustin. Nice to meet you, man.
Now, you been to Omaha much?
I was in Omaha last year, and I had a great time, man. I really like it out here. The air is clean, and there's plenty of parking, so I'm into that.
Very cool. Plenty of parking. You don't get that much in New York, do you?
No, it's all crowded, but you know, it has its bright points, but it's super crowded. Everybody's crawling all over each other, so it's nice to get out here, man.
Yeah. Well, I thought one thing that I thought about you was interesting was your background. You did some wrestling back in college and high school. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, I was good in high school, and I took beatings in college, so that's the difference. But I know Nebraska's got a great program, and yeah, man, I love the sport. It's a great sport. It really makes you tough. It prepares you for the trials and tribulations of a brutal stand-up career.
You got an example of that? What was a good time that reminded you of your wrestling days when you were on stage?
Because I just went through one. It's like I had a bad heckler at one show, and in wrestling you have to learn to take losses. And actually my wrestling coach was at the show, and the heckler was so bad back and forth, they had to get, she's just completely shut down the whole show. And I went up to my wrestling coach afterwards. I'm like, you're used to seeing me take a loss. Sometimes you got to take a loss in this business too. So it was great.
Now, after college, you spent some time working as a teacher.
Yeah, I have a master's degree in special education. It was a great experience. It was hard. It's hard. Anybody who can do it for long periods of time, my hat's off to them. But it was a great experience doing it, because I worked with high school kids for a while, which was very challenging because it would be an argument every day to get them to do work. But then I worked with like 3 to 5 year olds, and I thought I was going to hate that, and I loved it. It was the greatest because they're still moldable, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I deal with kids, sometimes I just go crazy just because they got so much energy and they're all over the place. Did that really prepare you well for comedy?
No, they're very funny. You know what I mean? The kids that I was working with are very funny. So it actually added inspiration. And there's a lot of things that you're taught in preschool that are very funny, like the alphabet, like the consonants and the vowels, and Y is a vowel sometimes Y. It's hilarious. It's just you don't think about it, you know, until you go back and look over the stuff that you learn in preschool, and then you're like, I don't know how this isn't comedy. This is so funny. SpongeBob. I mean, I don't even know what that is. He's just a guy who thought of that. Somebody who was on acid, obviously.
And they're making a killing now.
They're making a killing off that. I mean, maybe that's the thing to do. It's like go younger and start thinking these out of the box ideas. You know,
you gotta have that crazy character and just turn it into a comedy.
I think so, and it's got to resonate. It's got to resonate with kids. SpongeBob is Ninja Turtles. I don't even know who could have possibly thought that let's turn turtles into like karate experts and that'll work. You know what I mean? It's insane. You
never think about that. One of the slowest creatures on earth now is kicking butts in the streets of New York.
It's unbelievable. They're saving the planet. And you know what? Kids buy into it. It doesn't have to make sense. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean?
True.
All it has to do is be cool and have, like, I don't even know what the elements are, but it doesn't have to make any sense. And I'm good at that. I'm good at not being logical and not making any sense. So,
have you caught the new Ninja Turtles movies?
No, I don't go to them. I don't know, but I just know from the kids I've worked with, they love Ninja Turtles. And you know what? Something that never changes with all these apps and drones? Trains. They love trains. That's why Thomas the Train is like a huge thing, and his friend Percy. It's great to have trains that can talk and have conversation and have like disagreements and then be able to resolve the disagreements. That's really a nice thing to have these trains doing that.
Now, we've seen you on a lot of stuff. We've seen you on The Tonight Show. We've seen you on Live at Gotham. We've seen you on Inside Amy Schumer. Right. All sorts of specials. Did you have one that really stuck out to you that was really cool for you?
My half-hour special was really special. Excuse the double meaning there. But it was special to me because getting to shoot a half hour for Comedy Central. But The Tonight Show was great. Conan, I did last year, was awesome. And Inside Amy Schumer, she's a sweetheart, and she brings a lot of comics into her show and into her projects. So all of those things have been unbelievable. Also working with David Tell, who is, in my opinion, the best comic. You know.
Well, make sure that you check him out. He's going to be at the Funny Bone Comedy Club all this weekend. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all weekend long.
Could you do it again and I'll count like a professional wrestler?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bam! Like 2 shows a night almost. So make sure you come out and check him out, Mike Vecchione. And you can also follow you on Twitter and Facebook, all that?
Yeah, it's at Comic Mike V on Twitter. I also have a YouTube channel. It's at YouTube at Comic Mike V. Here, just, there you go. Tap. Tap.
Take care.
Make sure you're asleep. Thank you for joining us.